The sky was blue just 5 minutes ago. Then, the wind changed, the clouds gathered, and in the blink of an eye, crack! The world split open. A mother screams. A boy lies still on the soccer field. No rain, no warning, just silence, and then a flash. This isn't a scene from a movie, it's what really happened. In 2018, to a 12-year-old boy named Carter in Georgia, he didn't survive. Lightning is not just part of the weather. It's not just a dramatic photo for your Instagram feed. It is one of the most underestimated natural killers on Earth. And today, you'll understand why so many Americans, so many families across the world fear the storm. You'll also understand why they're right to do so. And if you believe that knowledge saves lives, then please, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this story. You never know who you might save. Let me take you to Florida, my home state. They call it the Sunshine State, but ask anyone who lives there long enough and they'll tell you. The sun comes with a price. Florida is the lightning capital of the U.S., with more lightning strikes per square mile than anywhere else in North America. In 2020 alone, over 11 people died from lightning in Florida. Most of them were outdoors, under clear skies, minutes before the storm actually began. You see, the thing about lightning, it doesn't play fair. It can strike from 10 miles away, long before the rain starts. They call it a bolt from the blue, and it looks beautiful until someone drops to the ground. That someone could be you, or someone you love. Let me tell you about Alicia. She was 24, a surfer, brave, passionate, full of life. She was wrapping up a beach yoga session in Southern California. She felt the breeze, saw a few clouds, nothing major. Then, out of nowhere, one single, silent bolt hit the sand 10 feet away. The ground erupted. She was thrown backwards. She survived, but with a permanent spinal injury. Her legs never worked the same again. Her dreams of traveling the world died on that beach. People think lightning is rare. It's not. In the United States alone, over 25 million lightning strikes hit the ground every year. Globally, over 1.4 billion. That's 44 strikes every second, somewhere on Earth. And yet, people still play soccer in the rain. They stand under trees. They take showers. They charge their phones. They wash dishes during the storm, because no one ever told them how lightning works. But now I will. What really happens when lightning strikes? It doesn't just hit a point, it hits everything around that point. It can spread through the ground for dozens of feet, through roots, pipes, wires, and your body. If you're holding a phone that's plugged in during a storm, if you're touching plumbing, or your hand brushes a metal window frame, you've just invited lightning into your body. Lightning enters at 30,000 amps. That's 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. It can blow your shoes off, tear your skin open, cook your organs, and yet you might survive. But never the same. Some survivors develop memory loss. Some suffer permanent hearing damage. Some live with chronic pain and PTSD for the rest of their lives. And all of this can happen from a cloud you never even saw coming. But here's the most haunting truth. Lightning deaths are preventable. Almost every single one. So why do people still die? Because they didn't know what you're about to know. Rule number 1. If you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck. Get inside immediately. Rule number 2. Never seek shelter under a tree. Lightning loves tall, isolated objects. Rule number 3. A car with a metal roof is a safe place, but only if you're not touching metal inside. Rule number 4. Wait at least 30 minutes after the last thunderclap before going back outside. Rule number 5. Indoors doesn't always mean safe. Stay away from windows, metal, pipes, and anything plugged into the wall. And for the love of all that matters, don't use the shower during a storm. Yes, That's real. People have died from lightning traveling through water pipes into their shower heads. And now, as we speak, right now, the world is watching the FIFA Club World Cup hosted in the United States. Glorious stadiums, electrifying crowds, legends on the field. But there's something else that's also watching. Something above the stadium lights. Something no one buys a ticket for, but everyone fears when it arrives. Yes, the storms. Just last week, a match was delayed at the last minute in Texas, not because of rain, not because of wind, but because of the unseen danger of lightning in the surrounding area. Fans were frustrated, cameras kept rolling, commentators stalled for time. But behind the scenes, emergency officials were making life or death decisions, because when lightning is near, no game is worth the risk, not even for the world's biggest sport. Imagine this: thousands of fans packed in a stadium, players warming up, kids cheering with painted faces. Then, boom, thunder in the distance. It might sound exciting, even cinematic, but for event organizers, that's the cue to shut it all down. And they're right. Dozens of athletes around the world, yes, even professionals, have been struck during practice or matches. A field is wide open. Grass conducts current. And when a storm targets the tallest thing in that space, it's usually a person. So while millions watch the tournament with joy, behind the scenes, teams of experts track every cloud, every pressure shift, every flicker of electrical charge. Because one strike, one oversight, could turn celebration into catastrophe. So next time you're watching a match and the screen says, "Delayed due to weather," don't sigh, don't complain, be grateful, because someone chose safety over spectacle. And that choice could be saving lives, in the crowd, on the field, or maybe even yours. And hey, if you believe safety should never be second to entertainment, hit that like button. Drop a comment below. Have you ever been at a live event when a storm hit? And make sure to subscribe, because nature doesn't wait for halftime. Now, let me take you far from the US to Uganda, where thunderstorms dominate much of the year. There, children walk miles to school, sometimes barefoot. In 2011, a single strike killed 18 children who were hiding under a tree during recess. One flash, 1 second, 18 lives. You see, lightning isn't just an American fear, it's a global threat. In India, entire villages lose power during monsoons, and people die while farming or walking home. In Brazil, lightning has struck airplanes, soccer fields, and even churches. In Vietnam, Indonesia, Thailand, South Africa, Nepal, lightning doesn't care about your passport. But awareness, that can cross borders. We must talk about this. We must educate. Because silence kills. It's not enough for meteorologists to give warnings. We need people to respect those warnings. We need parents to teach their kids. We need hikers to turn back. We need you, yes, you watching right now, to not take the storm personally. It's not out to get you. It's just nature, doing what it's always done. You just need to know when to walk away. Do you remember that story I told you at the start? Carter, the 12-year-old? His parents created a foundation in his name. They travel across schools now, teaching storm safety. Their message is simple: one flash, one choice, one life. I want you to remember that. The next time you see dark clouds, the next time thunder rolls across your sky, don't look up and say, "It's probably fine." Look up and say, "I know what this is. I know what to do." Because knowing what to do might be the difference between a story and a tragedy. We cannot stop lightning, but we can stop it from taking lives. Let this video be more than just something you watched. Let it be something you act on. And if this message moved you, if you learned something today, please leave a comment, and tell us what storms are like where you live. Click like if you believe more people need to hear this. Share this video with your school, your family, your friends, and subscribe because we're just getting started building a safer, smarter world together. Thank you for watching, and remember, the sky doesn't have to fall to be deadly. Sometimes it just whispers before it strikes.